besties, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another yapping session. I haven't done a yapping session in a hot minute, and I thought, why not? I'm home alone, so it's the perfect time to just sit here and yap. I look a little disheveled because I just woke up not too long ago. It's 7:30, and you're probably like, why are you up at 7:30 on a weekend? I literally have to go open the store at 9. And I had to open the store at 8 yesterday. My boss is out of town this weekend, so I've been opening and closing the store all weekend. So I'm planning on going there in an hour, like 8:30, so I can leave at 9 when we open, and then I could just come here and chill. So we're gonna yap while I'm drinking my coffee. I'm drinking coffee in a Tim Hortons mug. This is the cat one from Halloween. Was it last year's Halloween or the year before that? I don't remember. No, it's last year's Halloween. She's a little disheveled as well because of how much I use like these mugs like every time you wash them. Well, not every time, but I literally use the same, like, I think 5 mugs. Obviously I'm washing every single mug at least once a week, and yeah. Anyways, I have a few things to update you guys on. That's why I'm doing this. There's a lot of news to share. I'm so nervous. I don't know why. Okay, first is... oh my god, okay. My boyfriend and I went to Montreal last weekend. So it's been a little bit over a week since we've got back from Montreal. And we went to the Luke Combs concert on Friday. Like last Friday. And more specifically, it's May 29th, I believe. Yes. And we had a decent time. Not shitting on Luke Combs whatsoever. He was fantastic. Dierks Bentley was fantastic. It's just the night that we went, it was pouring rain, and so we were cold because we were there since the very beginning, like when it was supposed to open, and they delayed it, so we were frozen by the time we left, and we didn't even finish the set. Okay? And so I'm a little upset about that, but we already discussed that, like, if he comes back, like, next time he goes on tour, hopefully he comes back to Montreal or Toronto, and we will go again, because it was a fun time. But at the concert, good news happened. My boyfriend proposed. So, yeah, so I guess he's my fiance now, and yeah. Your girl's engaged. Oh my god, this is crazy. I can't. It's been a little over a week. Yeah, I don't know. And before you guys go like, that ring is so small, blah 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 blah, this is perfect for me. I love it, and it's perfect for me right now because of working all the time. I'm obviously wearing my ring at work every single day because obviously I'm a fiance. I'm also just very excited, so I'm wearing it 24/7. If I'm not sleeping, showering, washing my hands, or cooking, I'm wearing the rings. I'm wearing my ring, okay? This is perfect for me since I'm working all the time and I'm wearing the ring at work. It's not getting stuck on anything and yada yada yada. Because, so I was wearing this ring all the time, which I love this ring. I got it off of Etsy for like $20 because it's like a Valeris ring. I love it, okay? Anyways, so I wanted something more of this style. But I was wearing this ring all the time, and it would get caught on literally everything. Everything, and I was literally getting blisters where the ring was, and it was just not it. So I think he just got this to so I wouldn't complain. But also, we're trying to save money, so he didn't want to spend like an absolute fortune on a ring, which I totally agree with. That's what I told him that I wanted. I didn't want him to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on an engagement ring right now. So, but he said that he wants to, when we actually get married, get a different ring. I know it's typical that you get your engagement ring and then like at the wedding just get a wedding band and you just add it onto it, but I told him this and he goes, nope, we're different, I don't care. So we're getting a totally different ring for the wedding, which won't be for another like 3-4 years probably. We are currently saving for a house. We don't want to move into an apartment, and we sure as hell don't want to stay here at my parents' house. So we're saving for a house. Just like a simple fixer-upper house because we're broke. No, I'm just kidding. No, just because we're very fortunate. If something needs fixing at our new place, or we need to renovate something, we are very fortunate that we both know how to do those types of things. Well, I don't know how to do like plumbing and things like that, but I know how to decorate. I know how to like renovate. We did the floorings here before. I know how to do that, and I'll learn. Like, I'm a good learner too. So anyways, but he knows how to do pretty much everything, and we're very fortunate that we also have a lot of people around us that are willing to help. Like, we have so many friends, and our family also would love to help. So we're very fortunate with that. And worst case scenario, even if we get like a house that like really fucking sucks and we don't want to live in right away, like we can still stay here for a little bit while we're renovating like at least our bedroom or something like that, so then we could start sleeping there and moving in and stuff, right? And the ideal thing is like at least like a 2-bedroom, so I can have like a complete library room / office, so I could put all my books, because obviously my books are the biggest issue when it comes to like space. And then I would love to have a desk that my computer can go on and whatever, so then I can edit at a desk instead of just in my bed. The reason why we're not getting married right away is because we want to move out first before we get married. That's something that we both agreed on. Even before we got engaged, we discussed that. Well, he discussed with me that he wasn't even going to propose until we moved out. Surprise. Okay. But, no, we've both discussed this numerous times that we don't want to get married unless we live on our own. Yeah, so we're saving for a house right now, and then once we move out, then we'll kind of gauge how the house is looking and yada yada yada, and then start saving for a wedding and start planning for a wedding. Right now we're kind of like, we're planning but not planning. You know what I mean? Like, we're in that stage where it's like, I'm scrolling on Pinterest and something pops up. I'm like, oh my god, this is so cute, right? And obviously, like, I'm a girl, right? So ever since I got a phone and had a Pinterest account, I have a Pinterest board, obviously, of a wedding, right? Like, I feel like every girl has done that in their life. But we're also flip-flopping between, like, eloping or actually having a wedding, and then we're flip-flopping between, also me, flip-flopping between a destination wedding or a at-home wedding. I don't know, because either way it's gonna be expensive, right? Like, either way, if you're at a destination wedding or in your town, it's still gonna be expensive. The only difference about the two is that obviously, like, a destination wedding is gonna be expensive for your guests as well. And so my fiance, still so weird calling him my fiance, but my fiance he's like, maybe you should decide if you want a destination wedding or not, so then like we can tell people that it's probably going to be a destination wedding so they can start saving up now, since it won't be for another 3 or 4 years. Then they have ample amount of time to save up, and then no one complains. And I agree, but then it's also stressing me out because, like, in my mind, I'm like, oh my god, I really want to get married in Italy for some weird reason. Like, I really want to have a destination wedding in Italy. But then I'm also just like, what is happening? What is happening? Because, like, so I'm looking at my parents. My parents got married in Punta Cana, and then they came back and had another wedding at our camp. Well, our camp at the time, because my camp that we had when they got married was just basically a field. Like, my grandfather owned this field. I guess he still does, so I could still do it there. That would be so fun! Okay, wait. Wait. Anyway, so it's just like a field, basically, and our camper was on it. And so my parents rented out, like, a huge, like, tent thing, and they basically, like, my mom DIY'd everything there. And the reason why she did that is because a lot of people obviously did not go to the destination wedding. I think the only people that went to her destination wedding were, like, the bridal party. So, like, all of my dad's groomsmen and stuff, and then all my mom's bridesmaids, and also the maid of honor and best man. And then the parents, like, my parents' parents, right? I think that was the only people that went, and then they came back and did the whole thing all over again. So I don't know what I want to do, because then that's also really expensive, doing 2 different weddings. So I don't know, but I've already decided. I actually talked to him yesterday about this. I'm like, I've already decided what our stag and doe is. And then he was like, what? And I was like, I want to go on a camping trip. I saw this on my Pinterest. Oh my god, it looks so fun. The entire bridal party goes on a little camping trip. They rent, like, a cabin in the woods on the lake, and they spend the whole weekend there. That's so fun. I want to do that. I want to do that. But I don't know if he wants a bachelor party. And if I want a bachelorette party, I have no idea. I don't know. Oh, and we've already decided, like, obviously who our bridal party is. We haven't asked anybody yet, because obviously it's not for another 4 years, and people should just to wait until the year before to ask. So I'm waiting. I'm not really close with anybody but my one best friend. So, but she already knows that she's gonna be my maid of honor. So I'm asking my one best friend, and then to be my maid of honor, and then another best friend of mine that I used to work with. We haven't talked in a little bit since she left, but I will text her. Anyways, and then my 2 cousins that I have always been close with, like, more so when we were younger. Now that we're adults, it's not, we're not that close anymore, but I still love them dearly. And then my fiance's sister. That's what I've decided. I didn't have my fiance's sister on that list until recently, because, so me and her were not really close. Like, we were when me and him first started dating, so, like, 3 years ago. And so, but right now we're not really close, but that's also because I think she's only like 15 or 16. I'm 21, obviously, so it's kind of like, I don't know, there's a little bit of an age gap there, so, like, we're on completely different wavelengths, right? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just awkward with everybody. But my fiance wants to ask my brother to be his best man. I'm like, okay, I'll ask your sister to be in my bridal party. I'm trying to decide what I want to do for their bridesmaids proposals. I'm looking at Pinterest, I'm looking at TikTok, and I'm kind of like flip-flopping between some things. Obviously, I don't have to worry about it right now, but I'm trying to plan while also not planning. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to stress about it later. But I don't know. I don't know. Enough about that. That's basically the big news. That's basically the only news. Let's move on. Oh, off campus. So I didn't watch it right away like everyone else did. I waited such a long time because I read the entire Off-Campus series 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure it was 2 years ago. I just remember absolutely loving it. And I've actually always wanted to reread it. Since I've read it, I've been like, this would be a good one, like, to reread. Anyways, whatever. And then the Off-Campus show came out, and I was like, oh, I have to reread the books before I watch the show, because I want to see, like, I like kind of seeing what they took away from the books and what they added into the show, and, you know, how things were interpreted from book to show, you know? So I was like, I need to reread them. So it took me forever to reread The Deal, which is the first book in the Off-Campus series, because I'm in a reading slump. I'm just always in a reading slump. Like, what is happening? I don't know. But anyways, it took me forever to reread it. Like, we'll get to the reread. Once I picked up the book, I literally read it in 24 hours, and then I was like, okay, perfect. Now we can watch the show. And so my fiance and I, we were watching the show in Montreal, like, whenever, like, we were just in the hotel room or about to go to bed. We were watching an episode or something, and we just finished it, not last night, but the night before, and oh my god, I can't believe it ended that way, and I need the next season, like, right now. I'm so glad that they're actually filming it right now. Like, right now! They've already started filming it, and I'm so excited that it's Allie and Dean's season. Am I a little upset that they're not going in the order of the books? Yes, because the second book is The Mistake, which is about John Logan and Grace Ivers. So, like, and the third book is Dean and Allie. And then the fourth book is John Tucker and this girl named Sabrina, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I can know. I haven't reread the whole series yet. I have The Mistake on my TBR this month, so I'm slowly but surely getting through the series, obviously. But I'm sad that they're not going through the order, and I feel like they're doing that just because they saw how much everyone was reacting with Dean and Allie. So they were like, let's keep this train going. Because I feel like if they were like, oh, it's about John Logan, people would be excited about it, obviously just because it's the Off-Campus show, but they wouldn't be as excited as if it was Dean and Allie, and they were just like, we need to keep their attention. So they did that. And maybe with them doing Dean and Allie this season, they're gonna give us a little bit of sprinkles of John Logan and Grace Ivers, like they did with Dean and Allie in Hannah and Garrett's season. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. But I'm curious to see if something happens that happens in the book, because it's a little bit of a spoiler alert if you haven't read the books, okay? And if you also just want to be surprised for the show, okay? Skip to here. But in Dean and Allie's book, what is it even called? The Score, okay? The Score. Bo dies, okay? It's sad. Everybody hates it. I sobbed, okay? I'm curious to see if that actually happens in the show. Because obviously everyone loves Bo, right? Everyone and their mothers love Bo. But obviously it's a third book. So, like, you go through the second book where John Logan and Grace Ivers are, like, doing their thing. They're, like, you know, getting together, breaking up, whatever. I don't even remember what the fuck happened. But you go through their story, and Bo is still alive. Okay, and then you go to the third one, and he's still alive during most of it, but then he passes away, and then that kind of, like, sets up, it's a part of the plot, really, because then something happens to Dean, he's, like, going in a spiral, and that's why Allie and him don't work out at first, right? So I'm curious to see how it's going to work out, if this is going to be the second season, and the third season, if it's John Logan's season, and Bo is still alive in his book, like, what is happening? You know what I mean? Or if they're just not going to kill him off because people love Bo so much. But then, like, how is that going to play out in terms of the plot? Because Bo passing away is a big thing in Dean's story. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I saw a TikTok the other day where it was, like, someone was, like, crushing on Bo or something like that, or being like, he's such a cutie. And then someone in the comments was like, Don't get attached to Bo. anyone but Bo. And people who haven't read the books or whatever is probably so confused. But, oh. So, now people are reading the books after watching, like, Hannah and Garrett's season, obviously. And I feel like they're gonna get spoiled so much. But honestly, like, that's what a book girlie's all about. We get spoiled everything. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah. Anyways, I'm done spoiling everything. I loved Off Campus. It was so fun. I can definitely see why people are rewatching it so many times. I was literally talking to my coworker. Well, no, she was talking to me. She was like, she's like, Destiny, I've watched this cute show. She's 65, by the way, okay? She's like, I watched this cutest show all weekend. This was like a few weeks ago. And she started describing things. She was like, she's a musician and he's a hockey player. I'm like, I know exactly what show you're talking about. And she's like, what is it? Because she forgot what it was called. And I was like, Off Campus? And she was like, yes! It was so cute. I loved it. I've already rewatched it like 3 times. I was like, and at this point I haven't watched it, but I'm like itching to watch it. And so I was like so jealous. But I can definitely see why people are rewatching it all the fucking time. I'm still thinking about it and I want to rewatch it. Also, a few songs stuck in my head, okay? I have when she's singing Elton John's song, like, The Bitch Is Back. Is it by Elton John? I think it is. That stuck in my head, and my fiance's like, shut the fuck up. Anyways, and then there's Cherry Pie, obviously. Obviously, she's doing karaoke to Cherry Pie. That one is such a good one. Even before I watched the show, those 2 songs were in my head because they were all over my TikTok. And then I have, like, the one where she's singing to Garrett on the ice, where she's like, baby, now that I found you. That one. Yes, I love that one. Again, my fiance's like, shut up. But anyways, he enjoyed the show too. I could tell that he loved it. Jump scare, though, with all of those boys in the shower, in the locker room. What? I was like, ah! I did not like it. And I was like, why are they zooming in? Why are they doing close-up shots? I was like, I'm scared. I need to go. Enough about Off Campus. I'm sure everyone has heard / watched / is annoyed by it by now. I'm kidding. They're probably not annoyed, but they probably heard everything about it. And everyone's talking about it, so I'm gonna stop talking about it. But that's pretty much the only thing that we've been watching lately. I mean, we're obviously still watching Supernatural, slowly but surely, because I'm just never in the mood to do anything. Literally anything. The only thing I wanted to watch was Off Campus, and now it's done. So, I think we're watching the Minecraft movie tonight. Because there's a second one coming out, and so we're like, maybe we should watch the Minecraft movie. And so we were gonna watch it last night, but then it was already like 8 o'clock, and we're old, so we had to go to bed. No, I'm just kidding. My fiance's working today. And yesterday. Yes, it is the weekend. He's trying to make extra cash. And I have to open this morning, so we both just went to bed. I need to wash my truck today, but I really don't want to. I really just don't want to. I don't want to do anything. I'm supposed to do dishes. Usually my fiance does that, but since he's working, I guess I'll do it. No, it's mostly just because we have to get it done before my parents get home from camp. Yeah, and when my fiance gets home, he has to also mow the lawn, and then we're playing Minecraft. I mean, I asked him yesterday if we can play today. Well, actually, yesterday I was like, I want to play Minecraft. And then I was like, can we play tomorrow? And he goes, after I mow the lawn. I was like, slay. I also have to wash my hair because it's really greasy, and what the hell is this? Let's talk about what I'm reading right now. Right now, I'm reading the Summer Lovin' novella collection that came out not too long ago. Every time Amazon comes out with these little novellas for the season, I read them. Do I enjoy them all the time? No, but I still read them. Did I also say at the beginning of the year that I was not going to be reading that many novellas? Yes. But here we are. I read the Valentine's Day ones. During Valentine's Day week, I did a little vlog for it. Now I'm reading the summer ones. They're cute. They're fine. I'm on the third one and I'm kind of bored. The first one was not that bad. I rated it a 3, I believe. It wasn't that bad, but I don't really enjoy Tessa Bailey's writing that much. And then the second one, I rated that one a 4. It was a 3.5 actually. It was better. I was more entertained by it. Do I remember what it's about now? Not really. Oh, yeah, I do. It was kind of cute, but, like, obviously, like, novellas they're not, you know, you don't get attached to the characters, and then, like, obviously, like, everything's happening so fast, and, like, they get together pretty fast. Obviously, because, like, they're really short. I don't remember how long the first one is, but I know the second one was like 57 pages or something like that, and then this one that I'm reading right now, the third one, is like 40 something pages. I don't fucking know. I've only read the first chapter so far out of 4 or 5, and I'm bored. I am bored, but that could also be because I was just really tired yesterday. We'll try again today. My goal for today is to go open the store, come back, and hopefully it's 9 o'clock when I come back. I'm going to do all the dishes. We'll see if I clean my truck. We will see. And then I'm going to... Actually, I have to grab laundry out of the dryer as well. And then I'm going to read. I'm going to finish the novella that I'm in. And then I'm going to edit this video. And then I'm going to read another novella. And then I'm going to edit a different video. Then I'm going to read the last novella. And hopefully we'll like it. Hopefully, whatever. Because I don't really know what I'm going to read next. But, like, on my TBR this month, I have Queen of Shadows, God of War, Problematic Summer Romance, The Mistake, Scandalized. I also have to figure out what to have for supper. So then, like, while I'm at the store, I can buy whatever. Unless I just tell my fiance that we're going to just go get pita pit or something and then do a car wash. So I don't have to wash my truck. Anyways, it is officially 8 o'clock, so I officially only have 30 minutes to get ready. Obviously, I don't really have to get ready that much, because I'm not working. So I'm basically just gonna shower, brush my teeth, wash my face, get dressed, and leave. So if that takes me more than 30 minutes, then I'm concerned. But I've been recording this for almost 40 now, so I feel like we have enough footage of me yapping. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my yapping. I enjoyed it. These are my favorite videos to film because I could just talk about anything. And I'm good at that. I'm good at talking. Yeah. Anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave in the comments, like, topics for me to talk about in my next yapping session. Get the ball moving, you know what I mean? Let me know videos that you want to see, and yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.